We're talking about Brown, the Chris Brown album, just released. 27 songs. I want to start there. I had a hard time trying to get through 27 songs. I'm going to have a hard time getting to 27 songs on one album from anybody. I'll be honest with you. I don't have time to sit and listen to 27 songs.
What do you prefer? How many tracks?
I like 14. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I miss the days of like 10 song albums, like the Purple Rains and the Off the Walls and Thrillers and like, I like that era when people were able to like make full bodies of work with just 10 tracks.
I don't like that. I like a good 14 and 16.
I'm cool with 14. Just today with just how we're all just preoccupied with so much to have to sit and digest. And I like to digest albums as albums. I don't like to sit, I'm gonna listen to 5 now and I'll listen to the other 12 later. Like I like to sit, play from top to bottom and just let it run through. So this album 100% is if you're gonna do a road trip like any other album of this magnitude, go ahead, go get on the road, listen to it. That's probably what I should have done, but I ain't had nowhere to go. And I just wasn't about to drive just to go listen to a nigga album. So 27 tracks. And you know what's the crazy thing about Chris Brown? He's gonna do a deluxe. We might get
another 20.
We might get at least another 13. He might just even decide. Chris is that active and crazy. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get like Browner. Like I don't know what's gonna happen, but don't be shocked. Yeah, so I'll start there. Let me just start with, I am one of those people that I feel like Chris will never make a bad song. I think there's certain artists that you get to a point and there's no such thing as a bad song. It might not be your personal taste, it might not be something that you're totally into, but the idea of him getting into a studio and making a bad song, he's way past that. That will never happen, right? And if he does make a bad song, I think he's aware enough to know that we'll never hear it. I think he's that talented and also that aware. But I do think the art of making albums is lost when you do this type of 27 track album. It's only, what more can you say on an album? Like how many different topics can we get? And then albums are just being formed like playlists now. They're not even like being created to actually give off an idea. And then when you do, that was the other thing. Chris Brown knew what he was doing when he sat on the album cover like this. Any R&B dude that sits like this, you're telling the world, I'm about to give you a classic. I'm about to give you something different. Whether it was intentional or not, I believe that's what he wanted to relay to the rest of the people. Yo, I'm of that Lionel, Luther, Michael, Teddy, Pendergrass. Like, I'm of that caliber, and to me, he is at this point. So when you get on the album cover and do that light-skinned nigga pose, because I did it.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know. He must have saw the pictures.
Nah, I don't think. No. He's thinking ahead of everybody. But you know why I didn't post that picture?
Why?
Because I know I don't have a classic right now. So I'm not about to play. I'm not even about to play around. Like just certain things you don't play with. So that R&B nigga pose is something telling the world like we out of here. So I go ahead and I instantly am turned off. And that's just me, just because of 27 records. Instantly turned off. When I first heard the features that were gonna be on here, I got interested. First off, the first single was Falling with Leon Thomas. I like the record. It gave me more Leon than it gave me Chris Brown, but also I'm not mad at that either. I like the video. They did the spin on the Sinners type of theme. It has some life also, like Martin and Eddie Murphy theme in it. And I like that. Also, Say, 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 for anybody that knows that song with Michael Jackson, Paul McCartney. And I know Chris is that intricate where I know he took a little bit of that too. So I liked it. I liked the record. I was anticipating the album because I thought maybe he's going to tap into more of that sound. And I like the idea of, okay, you know what? It's my 13th album. I'm about to just do something different. And that's always been the complaint. A lot of people say, well, he does a lot of the same records, and it's like rinse and repeat. And I've felt like that at moments, but I also do know, like, if you create at this high of a clip, most likely you're going to create some of the same sounding stuff, or not same sounding stuff, but sonically they're going to kind of be in the same realm. I'm not mad at that. But so we get Fallen, let's go. Album drops. And Leave Me Alone, I like the concept of the song, and I like the sonics of the song. I do want to ask, if there's anybody watching, if you have a good enough ear to pick up on when certain records are using Suno or using AI apps, please let me know. Because I did listen to this album, and I do feel like some of the records, it's like a clear indication that some of these records either started in Suno or were enhanced in Suno. And I'm not mad, whatever. Do whatever you're gonna do. But let me know if you can tell. And that's what I got from some of these records. But Leave Me Alone starts, I'm like, cool, going through it. I had to stop on the album a few times for me to get all the way through it. So I had a different ranges of emotions. I did stop at track 7, but I first listened because I hated the Call Your Name record with Sexy Red and Glorilla. I liked how it started, the feel a little bit, but once I got there, I was like, I can't do no more. Like, I need to take a pause. And
hold on, I want to go back a little bit to the first record. Did you kind of like how he was just like, yo, stop judging me for my past?
Yes, I love that. That's why I said I love the concept of the record. And I think that's a great message to start with. Like, yeah, we've passed that. First off, we've got a chance to see Chris Brown grow up, and people forget he was still a child star. Even if he started 14, 15, whatever. I know he had a mature look because he was a tall kid and all that other shit, and we heard the stories about him just running around or whatever, but still a kid. And a lot of the stuff that he was getting caught up in that we still hold over his head was him as a kid. So he's now, I think he has 4 kids now. He's a father, great businessman. He's gonna go down as an icon within music. Like, that's undeniable. We have to at least allow him to grow and remove from that space. So even when people keep mentioning, yo, we want to do the Super Bowl, but they never will because of his past and all that, I get it. But we've had some people attached to the Super Bowl who had a past too. I'm not gonna say who, I'm not gonna lean into it, but if they were able to be forgiven for their past transgressions and things, we should at least allow Chris to be in a space to do the same. So starting off with Leave Me Alone was great. Yeah, let's start it off with fuck you niggas. I'm a grown man now. I've learned my lessons. I'm not in trouble with shit, and y'all still trying to keep me in that same space, and it's not fair. And I agree with them. I'm a big like song title guy. So when I see song titles that I really like, I instantly go to the song. So I did skip obvious and went to Honey Pack. The freaky nigga in me needed to find out. The freaky nigga in me. Pause. I do gotta pause that. Sorry. I just gotta make sure certain things you gotta pause. The freaky side of me made me want to go ahead and say, yo, what Honey Pack sound like? Because I might need to go ahead and play that when it's time to get busy. I liked it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
You better have got a bag from them.
Nah, they ain't getting them. Nah, they ain't giving me like that. I mean, they should. I would.
That was some heavy promo.
But I wasn't crazy about it. I did not like it. I did not like it. Like it was just like, okay, cool. Some more of the Chris Brown stuff that we expect. Just solid R&B shit. I do think that the writing on this album kind of lacked. I'm not sure why I felt like, well, no, I do.
Wait. Don't skip over that. You feel like you know why?
I feel like, and I'm sure he's done this for quite some time, but I do think that Chris might not be creating albums from the start of, let's start from scratch.
Maybe just recording.
Yo, you got a record? All right, boom, send it over. Might put some stuff on it, boom, boom, whatever. Or he might create on his own and whatever. But I don't feel like there's that chemistry of him and a bass. And I could be totally wrong, but like when you think of great albums or classic albums, it usually just starts with the artist and either an EP or a group of producers who are rounding the sound of an album. I think that's kind of hard to do when you put in 27 records on a joint. So I can see a world where just like, yo, all right, we taking records, we taking submissions, or I might call for this person to send me some stuff. I might decide what I want to change. I might decide what I want to go ahead and keep. And then that's just your record.
Do you think, and now, because it was something on the way here, I was thinking like, yo, because I feel like, the albums are definitely not the same anymore. And then I was thinking, do you think it has anything to do with the internet and people not really making records together anymore? Like the whole emailing back and forth, or even like how now artists could just do this shit in their basement or in their crib. Like
I think that's a part of it, but I just think the era we're in, you're asking to produce more at a faster clip to keep up with just being noticed. So you're no longer creating music under the guise of trying to perfect anything, period. You don't have time to perfect. It's like, I gotta get this shit out now because the next dude who's up is about to drop in 3 weeks and probably gonna drop again at the end of the year.
Yeah, because it's like they're just putting out songs. Like it's not
playlists. Albums are playlists
Yeah,
now.
like something that I could just play in the background while I'm cooking.
Yeah.
Like it ain't like a song.
Yeah, you have to also recognize that it's a numbers game. The more songs you have on an album, you're gonna chart better, you're gonna sell better, you're gonna stream better. So now it's become a numbers game. It's no longer creating the album first thinking, what message am I giving off? What theme is the problem? Like theme albums used to be a thing. Like even when people talk about, and I'm gonna always refer to Michael, or I won't even refer to Michael in this instance, I'll refer to Prince, right? When Prince did Purple Rain, which essentially is a soundtrack to a movie, but it's an album end of the day. There was a theme to it. Like every song was different. Every song had a different meaning, but it all tied into this guy's journey, which could be tied to the larger visual which was delivered. It's just a lost art, man. It's a lost art. And not a lot, like Leon Thomas for me did great with that with his Mutt album. Like it plays like a theme. Like the Mutt theme is loud and clear in what he's trying to relay and the trials and tribulations of being this guy who's going through the motions of different women. Like it's there. The same thing with Lucky Day and his Algorithm project and everything before. Like it's there's someone that's helping him craft that creative.
What gives a
sound.
record, you as an artist and all the, your years of experience, what gives a record replay value? Like for me, like as a fan of music, I love music. I don't know.
That's subjective. It's subjective.
But like you personally.
For
But like
me,
your let's just say your top 20 songs that are like you will listen to day in and day out.
it has to invoke some type of emotion. I have to feel something. For me, I have to feel something. The songs that I listen to today, I listen to because I feel something. It takes me back to a moment. I have a memory. I still get the chills. Like for whatever reason, it can be an up-tempo. It can be a slow record. It can be a mid. It can be a happy song, sad song. It has to invoke some type of emotion in me. But everyone's different. We're all gravitated to something. So what I might get inspired by might, like if someone heard Obvious off this album or Hate Me, it might do something for them. So I can't be the person to say, well, this song ain't emotion driven. It's just not emotionally driven for me. So I stopped at the Call Your Name joint. I went ahead, went about my business, and then decided to go back to it. And starting back at For the Moment, which is the newest single off the project. They just released a video for it. Cool video, very entertaining. Some bad women in there. I ain't gonna lie. That's the one thing Chris is not gonna let us down with. You're gonna have some fire female dancers looking good in your shit, so Keep it up. Start there, and it's cool. It's a Chris Brown record, high energy, good vocals. So I'm cool. I'm going off. I had a lot of expectations for the Fucking Party record, which is with Vybz Kartel. I'm like, you know what, that's a feature. Like, even when the feature list came out, I'm like, there's certain features I'm like, all right, I want to hear what this Vybz Kartel Chris record is gonna sound like. I want to hear what this Tank Chris, Lucky Day Chris. I wanted to run straight to him, but I didn't want to cheat the album. So when I finally got to the first feature that I was really looking forward to hearing, that I didn't hear already, I won't say I wasn't disappointed. I wasn't disappointed, but I was expecting maybe a bigger dance hall type record. And I want to also preface when I'm saying all this, this is me going off of one listen of the album. This is an immediate reaction. I want to give the disclaimer that I might feel differently about some of this stuff the more I listen to the records. I've had that happen with...
Where did you listen to it to? Here in the house or in the car?
Yeah, I started listening to in the car. And then when I came, and that might be the problem too. I started off in the car and then I came and finished it up here. So I might need to go back to the car to hear some of these records. You know what album did that to me? Justin Timberlake's 2020 Experience. I remember I went to a record store called FYE back in the days. And FYE would allow you to go ahead and put the headphones on and listen to a whole album there on the spot. And this is in Green Acres Mall in Queens by Sunrise Highway. Anybody that know that area, salute. Had some good times over there. And I'm listening to a whole album, and I left there was like, this shit is trash. What is all this sounds coming off of, what was his first, Justified? And I'm like, I don't want to hear this stupid shit. Where's the Mike-esque records, like, whatever, right? And then I finally go back to the album just to get a real second review. And I'm like, oh, all right, I'm bugging the hell out. Like, this is amazing. He's taking risks, he's taking chances. He's got this very Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis start to the album, boom, boom, that I know I loved. I just wasn't prepared to hear it from him, so it threw me off. But when I sat with that album, I was like, oh, wait, is that 2020 Experience? No, it's not. Future Sex Love Sounds. That's the album, not 2020 Experience. 2020 Experience was amazing off rip. I'm sorry, let me remind myself the album I'm talking about. It was Future Sex Love Sounds. That album, when I first listened to it in the FYE shit, I was like, all right, what the fuck is this? Ended up loving it. So I won't say that can't happen with some of these records on here. I do know that I'm never gonna love an album with 27 songs. I'm just not. I'm not. You can't pay me to love an album with 27 songs. Yeah, I don't think I like 27 people. So for me to get an album of 27 songs and like the album is gonna be hard.
Is it different when they drop it? Like, remember when artists would just put the first disc out or first tape and then they put that bonus extended version? Is it better like that?
I'm not even into the bonus album shit. I'm not.
Yeah.
Unless you're about to put something on there that like makes sense to the album and it's just like it was needed, it fulfilled a certain sound that was missing, cool. But if you gave me an album that I think is a complete album, I don't need no more, I'm good. Take those songs, save it for something else. But that's just my personal taste. I understand why people do bonus joints. It makes sense. And it helps the life of the project, give it more time on the shelves. So I'm not mad at that. But Mutt was a really good example of them doing a deluxe. That to me was really good. Like when they put Not Fair on there and a couple other, like that made all the sense in the world. And then he had a whole other project called Folks that was an EP that was a totally different vibe, but made all the sense in the world why he got that off. So I'm not mad. But yeah, back to this album, Vybz Kartel feature. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Then we get into this Red Rum record featuring NBA Youngboy. I didn't need this. As salutes to NBA Youngboy. I don't really listen to his music.
Not when you got this cover.
Okay, now we're
But
starting.
yeah,
Now we're starting to understand. I don't need this feature. I didn't need this. I didn't need the sexy red Glorilla thing. The Bryson Tiller thing I understand because it was already a record out and I like the record. The It Depends record, cool. All the other features I wasn't mad at all, actually. And I actually like the Friday feature. I like Friday's tone. So almost anything that he does, I'm gonna kind of like appreciate because he brings like a very unique sound. But yeah, no more. We didn't need it. And we didn't need a song on here called Red Rum, which is murder. I'm good. The next 3 records after that, I'm just breezing through. Like I said, I'll be honest with you, I track 11, track 12, track 13, they're not bad, but I was just like, all right, whatever. I rushed to get to the Slow Jams record, which is featuring Lucky Day. Lucky Day, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're dropping an album soon, but I think it's time. I think the whatever's going on with you it seemed like something going on with him at the label. It seemed like, I don't know. I heard some whispers. I could be wrong. I could just be getting information from niggas who think they know shit but don't. But please give us another project soon, even if it's an EP, whatever. But I like the Slow Jams record. It was a different pace, different feel. It was R&B. It was the album cover. And that's funny because I think I'm translating this album back to the album cover. And that might just be my personal thing.
It sets the tone. You know, it does set the tone.
Yeah, initially the album cover, the first single, kind of sets the tone of like, oh, okay.
What we got?
And I just feel like I didn't get that. But more Slow Jams records. I would have liked that in that vein of just that level of R&B. Dope. I would have really liked a female vocalist feature on here. Anybody. A Coco Jones, anybody. Just somebody to just kind of balance out the male presence, especially on the feature side. After that, we get into another feature with Friday. I say it was cool. The record was okay. It's time for me to be honest and super honest. I kind of went tone deaf after that. Like I was literally getting the songs, listening to them like a good portion through, and then just instantly skipping just so I can get to the next record to see the feel. So some of this stuff I might have missed in totality because you don't get a chance to see the transition to the next record, see what the feel is. But in my head, What's Love, Something in the Water, Won't Let Me Leave, I'm gonna have to really go back and sit with to see how that plays.
I like those better. Actually, I like the second half better than the first.
The second half of the album felt a little better for me in sonic because it was definitely a little leaning more towards the R&B, I guess.
Yeah. And they were a little different because I felt the first half was like a little repetitive. You know, obviously minus like the sexy red and all that.
Yeah. After that, we're now at track 20. Get into Body Goals featuring Tank. I'm a huge Tank listener. Love his music. I think he's great. An amazing writer, amazing vocalist. This is not the record I wanted from both of them. I didn't want the not fake gimmicky hook. Hashtag Body Goals.
Yeah, honestly, I was cringing at when they actually said hashtag. Like I was thinking, okay, that's just the title, but for you to actually sing the word hashtag.
I didn't need that from Chris and Tank. Chris and Tank have some really great records together. Take My Time. Take My Time. You know how much ass I got to. Yo, Chris and Tank, that song was you know when you get like a new sex playlist and you try to let me put some new joints on there. That song always ended up somewhere on the sex playlist. So I wanted something like that, but I'm not mad. you guys both sounded, you know, typically how you sound, which is good, but I could have done without the gimmicky hook. The rest of the album, I'm gonna be honest with you, it was a blur, yo. I can't do 27 songs.
Yeah.
I can't.
You gotta go back.
Today's Sunday. The album came out Friday. I'm out running the street. I'm out. I'm working. I'm watching the Knicks game. I don't got time to go through 27 fucking songs. Now maybe this is irresponsible to do a review before really digesting the album, but we're trying to get the algorithm, and we ain't got time to wait.
And usually though, if you really fuck with something, you know it, even off the first listen.
I will say this: if I was hearing, when I heard "Heartbreak" on a full moon, which was a lot,
I like that one.
but each song was making me want to go and listen and through and boom boom. And there were certain records where I skipped that wasn't so crazy about, but 11:11, another one, like records after records, but they were like flowing. It was good. This album just didn't flow for me, and I really want someone to let me know. And even if you see this and you produced on this, and you want to just go ahead and send me, I promise you I won't tell nobody, but I just need to know for sure if some of these records were started, completed, or inspired by AI records or Suno. I need to know that.
Now,
just so that my ear, just so I can know that my ear is on point.
Question for that, right? Is that two things? Do you think that's either number one, I'm just trying to perfect my shit, right? Or is it number two, or is it the vocals are starting to go and
Nah, it's not nothing Suno he would be doing to fix his vocals. It'll be a production thing. There's maybe, you know, you can probably make the record sound
more
bigger.
Like the AI aspect.
The AI aspect will be for the production, not just the vocal. So there's things that you can do production-wise in Suno that would help round out records or maybe make it sound more like a orchestra or make it sound bigger. There's a lot of things that you can do if you use Suno right. So I'm not against that. I just want to know if I'm correct so that I can just know that my ear is hearing what I think it's hearing. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. And for someone who produced at this clip, fuck it, use it. We know what you can do without any of that shit, and we know what you do on stage, and so it's not like a smack or a slight against him and his creative process. I just want to know. Trust me, I'm not against. Let's just say I have a record and I have a very stripped version of production, and I need guitar on it. I need bass guitar, but I don't have the bass player that I would want to get for it. And if I can go on Suno and get the Suno to play the bass the way that I need it to play, slap it in bass. Like, fuck it. I'm gonna let Suno slap it in bass. If I need some violin, big orchestra sounding violins, harps, all the other cello, and I can't go to Lincoln Center and go get Herbie Hancock and always be, no, I'm gonna go in here and go get it. So I'm not mad at that. So if anybody's hearing that and think that that's a slight, it's not. The one thing I want to point out though is what I do appreciate about this is that Chris's business is so intact and we don't talk about that enough. This is a project that is released through RCA, but it's like licensed to RCA through Chris Brown Entertainment. So he owns his masters. He's not set like to see him get to that point should be applauded. We need to talk about that level of business, the work he's put in before that to get to this point. That should always be championed. So
does that mean even with like the tour shit too? He's making
yeah, like his business is just and he's always working. So we gotta always applaud that. He is consistent with his craft. That has to be applauded. I'm wondering how many of these records will play at the stadium tour with him and Usher. I don't think many.
Is it 6, 5?
I don't think we get. I think we get. It depends. The Bryson joint.
If they bring out people too.
I'm pretty sure they will.
They bring Tank.
Don't bring out Tank to do hashtag body goals. Do something else. You have a bunch of records y'all can do. I don't know. I don't know how many of these records go, but I could be wrong. He might go out there and make his set a balance of the new shit and his classic shit. But I would think a stadium tour with Usher, you're gonna want to go ahead and go with the surefire hits. And he just did a fucking stadium tour, so it's just like.
So hold on, going back to that hashtag record. You think they did that just to get some steam on social, so then people could start doing trends of that shit?
Chris Brown he can do so many other things to get fucking steam on socials. Like, I don't think he needs to create a hashtag body goals.
Yeah, but you never know sometimes with these.
No, I don't. We don't know, but I don't think that's not the record that's going to do it. It's not going to do it. There was the only other thing that I took away from this album was my need for Chris to just really get into more of a fallen type of style. I would like to hear Chris, and I would like to see Chris do an EP. Because if your albums are gonna be your albums, cool. Like, if you're gonna do 20, 25, fuck it. Like, you doing a different type of game, and you're feeding your fan base the way that you want to, in the way that they like. His fan base might love getting this many records. So who am I to say shorten it? But I do think there's a way to service both crowds of people who will like to hear what a shortened version of a Chris Brown project sounds like. So if it's a 6 to 7 song EP that is themed based, that is really like, okay, you know what? And he understands that. Like, I'm not saying he has to create a classic, even though a lot of people feel like he might not have an undeniable classic. I know there's a lot of people that do feel like his first album or some other projects are his classic. And I do think his first album is close to me. I don't know if it's a classic to me, but if someone was to say that, I wouldn't be mad. If you go through the track list, almost every song is hitting, so I'm not mad. I would just like to see what a Chris Brown EP, 6, 7 songs, what that sounds like. And I'm cool. I don't see him doing that. I don't see it either. But I would just like to see.
He doesn't seem like that guy. He seems like the all or nothing fucking guy.
Give me a 6 to 7 song EP of more of the Fallen thing, or duets project, kind of like what Lucky Day did. I would like that. I would like something like that, something simple that can really be dedicated to just the R&B sound, and in a different way, maybe from what you haven't been known for doing before. I would love that. I would love that. But if we don't ever get it, it's fine. He's a fucking legend.
Do you think, just, I guess, for big artists in general, that's just like a letdown? Like, I'll be honest, I don't like that. I don't like when I get a 4 song. I hate it.
But why?
I don't know. I'd rather just not play what I don't like. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm selfish.
Okay, cool. But I like the idea of getting a project that I don't have to skip anything. I did not skip anything on that Mutt album. I did not skip anything on that Folks EP. I didn't skip anything Cocaine 80s EPs. I didn't skip anything on there. I didn't skip anything on Purple Rain. Like, I know I'm saying classics, and maybe a big reason why I'm saying classics is because I think he is one of the artists that can provide us with that. It's not many who can. He's one of those guys. Him, Usher, Beyonce, of course. I think Bruno has that quality too, even though I didn't like the last album. We should have did a review of that album. I might thinking about it.
Maybe circle back?
No, I'll do the review right now. We'll do it right. I hated the album. That's a review. There we go.
We're gonna clip that up. That's gonna be a whole YouTube drop.
That's it. Hated the album. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much more to say about this project. I am looking forward to the stadium tour with him and Usher. Are there certain records that I wouldn't mind hearing there from this album? Yeah, there's a few. There's a few. If you do a deluxe, my nigga, I ain't gonna lie. Get out the studio, yo. Like, go chill.
You think he does these quick? They sound really quick.
I think he has a formula. I think he has his template. Yo, I want to also find out, did Jason Joshua mix this album? That was my only other complaint. I did not like the mix on some of this stuff. And I know his usual mixer is elite. One of the best, and certain records felt like it was too much reverb, too much tune. Maybe that's what they were going for the record, so I'm not sure, but this don't sound like a Jason Joshua mixed album.
Yeah, for me it sounded better in the car. But I kind of noticed that too. Like for me, again, I don't really know too much, but I like my vocals. I like to hear my vocals very clear.
Yeah, I don't know.
In the car, I heard it a little bit better.
I could be wrong. Maybe this was the sound, or maybe I need to just go back and listen to it back in the car again or something, or just put on the headphones. But the mix didn't seem like your normal mix, and Chris's mixes usually are phenomenal. So sonically, it was a little different for me. Other than that, I don't have a rating. I don't like to do ratings because to me it's just tacky. I can just give you whether or not I like the album. And as a whole, no. But there are records on here I'm definitely gonna go back to and listen and vibe with. And at this point, I mean, I think people are treating albums like that. Like,
make your own little EP.
That's exactly what oh no, let's make it clear. Yeah. Brown is gonna be an EP in my shit, or at least a shortened album. At least I'm gonna turn this into a classic. When it's done in my iTunes, this is gonna be a classic. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much more to say. I'm pretty sure there are people watching like, yo, you don't know shit. Who the fuck are you? Who are you to tell somebody you don't got anywhere? Yo, you put out Mad Boy.
Did he put this out for the tour?
I don't know. But I'm guessing, I mean, it would make all the sense in the world.
Like, he get the message like, yo, tour's approved? Oh shit, let me go.
Nah, I don't think no. Chris, that nigga, he might put out an album once the tour's over. That nigga, he's an album machine. Yeah. That nigga, that's Tupac. Yo, y'all know that Chris Brown is really just Tupac, Bobby Brown mixed in one? Like, that's Tupac Brown. I swear to you, that's all Chris Brown is.
That's the title is. Tupac
Brown, yo. That nigga is a work machine. So, salutes to the release. I mean, 13 albums. Nigga, I don't know what the world would look like if I put out 13 albums and did a stadium tour. I would have 13 kids. I would have 13 wives. Like I would have 13 of a lot of different shit in my life if I had this career. Like it's 21 years.
You've been reading that Nick Cannon video a little differently.
That's a fact, because I definitely would have forgot at least 7 of the kids. Like, yo, people don't know. I tell people, if I would have had this level of success young, like Chris Brown, I would have definitely did some drugs. I definitely would have got locked up. And I did that already in my own life. So imagine how much I would have did it with millions of dollars, yes men, people just chasing behind me. I don't think I would be here. I would be like, I would be Eddie Kane of the 5 Heartbeats. I would be in someone's church with the raspy voice saying, God, I'm just happy to be here. That would be me. So the fact that this man is 21 years in, he's packing out stadiums on his own, he's on his 13th album, he's still doing great, and there's still room for him to grow. Nothing about him seems old. What can you say about Chris Brown? You can't. This whole little critique shit don't mean nothing in totality of when we start to talk about him as an artist. He's fucking phenomenal. Does he go down as the greatest R&B act ever? I don't know. It's possible.
Does he get the Super Bowl?
No. No. Mm-mm. I don't think he ever gets to Super Bowl. And if he were to get it, I think it would be at a later age where we won't be able to get the Chris Brown we want. Like I don't want to see Chris Brown at the Super Bowl in his James Brown era. No. I don't want to see that. If you're not going to go ahead and give it to him now when he can really show you what he can do on that stage, man, fuck that. He's already packing out stadiums on his own. Keep doing your own Breezy Bowl. Do that every year.
I just bring it up because I know we do for an announcement soon, right?
For
who's Super Bowl?
No, I don't think so.
Comes out pretty soon.
When? The season ain't even start yet.
I thought we usually find out ahead of time.
Nah, not that soon. Hell no. But whoever's gonna be, it ain't gonna be him. And you know what? Let's say there's a world where it is. Amazing, great. You know what? I think I would want to be there. I think I would want to be there, not even just because of the show, just because the show of support, R&B. The last time we got R&B highlighted in that way was Usher. We don't often get R&B based Super Bowls. I don't think we ever really do. So if we got that again from, and I know people say, oh, The Weeknd, I don't keep The Weeknd in the R&B box. He's
more like Rihanna, more pop.
And don't get me wrong, Chris Brown straddles the fence of pop too, but that's R&B. He R&B baby.
Yeah.
So
I feel like he's trying to lean back more towards R&B, right?
I like anybody that reaches this level of esteem and this level of success and does not stare so far off that we don't recognize them anymore. So even when people say, yo, Chris, man, a lot of what Chris do sound the same, but guess what? He doing R&B and he ain't running from it. A lot of these niggas go ahead, they do 1 or 2 R&B albums and then they turn into Liberace and shit. Start wearing the blouse shirts and start damn near cross-dressing. Like, no offense, but some of you niggas really abandon R&B in a way that I'd be like, you niggas ain't really love R&B. You just could sing and you're black, so the industry told you had to be an R&B artist. And the minute that you got famous enough, you decided to do a Jack Harlow. I really hate that Jack Harlow album. Jack Harlow and Bruno Mars need to go on tour together for just that album so that I can go and boo that whole shit. Because Bruno Mars is on tour now, killing. But I hope he not doing that much of his album.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, the comments on that video was very diverse. A lot of people up and down about that review when we did that. It was crazy.
Of what review?
Jack's.
I want you to know that whoever was against what I was saying, they're either 1, not musically inclined, or 2, trolling, or 3, they're white. Sorry, I hate to say it.
I don't know, it was a lot. Check your YouTube comments.
No, I'm not.
He's like, I don't want to do it.
No, fuck y'all. Yeah, y'all was wrong. Yeah, Joe, I don't have much more to say about this. I want everyone who's watching, go get your own opinion. This is me sharing mine for people to either relate or to go ahead and disagree. This is not for me to shape your opinion or to deter you from having your own. I think that's the problem, that when people critique, they're trying to
push a narrative.
I don't want to push a narrative. I want to share what I think and see who relate and see who don't.
What's the next single?
The next single out is the For the Moment.
It's not out right now.
It is. Next record.
But they're not pushing.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I can find out what it is when I go skim through it again. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't have anything more for this. Do you have any last words?
No, it's cool. I'll jam to it time to time, but it's definitely not to go back to.
Yeah.
It did make me go back to, like I was talking before we started recording, my favorite, Fame.
Fame is really, you know what? Fame might be very close to a classic for me from him too.
Do you think it's because of like and like the couple like pop, like really popular records that weren't R&B? I think that's why it threw off the reception.
I don't know. What, the Fame album was received really well.
Yeah, but I also feel like it's still a little slow though.
I think it's just so long ago, and he puts out so much music that it's easy to forget about it.
Oh, yeah.
He puts out.
It was she ain't you.
He has. It's Fame might be.
The Bieber record.
Fame might be. I gotta go. Let me look at Fame. Let me see.
Look at the track list.
Let's go back to Fame.
Up to You. Wet the Bed, Laluda.
Let's see. Chris Brown Fame album. This nigga got albums out that ass, boy. Oh, and he got an expanded edition for that too. See that, and that's when he lose me a little bit when he do the expanded edition. Deuces, Up to You, No BS, Look at Me Now, She Ain't You, Say It With Me. What's Say It With Me? I'm gonna play it for 2 seconds and then turn it off. Nah, I'm good on that. Yeah, Next to You, All Back.
All Back was fire.
I do like All Back.
Yeah, you know.
Wet the Bed, I do like Wet the Bed. Oh My Love, Should Have Kissed You.
Should Have Kissed You was hard.
Beautiful People was on here.
Yeah, that was a good album.
There's some. Don't get me wrong. Oh, Obvious was a single. So actually, he's on his third single for this new album.
For Brown.
Yeah, there was Fallen, Obvious. I think Obvious was before that actually, or maybe it was after. I don't know either. But For the Moment is the third single off of here. So I don't know. Tour's coming up. Who knows? We might get another single off of it. Who knows what it'll be? I really like the Lucky Day record, but I don't think they're gonna make that a single. But yeah, listen, man. Salutes to Chris Brown. No matter what we think, you're a fucking icon. You're a legend. You are going to go down in history as one of the best, not just R&B acts, but one of the best solo acts to ever do it. Whether they want to admit it or not, whether they want to hang on to past shit. We gotta, even myself, we gotta get to a point where we just stop mentioning shit. Like that's removed. So also congratulations, you just had a new baby. So man, successful guy, successful career. No matter what we think about the album, success. 21 years, 13 albums.
Word.
Love it.
In the comments, say some of your favorite records.
Yeah, in the comments, what do you think is Chris Brown's classic? If you have to pick, what do you think his classic is? Or do you think he needs to still create a classic? Also, just let us know, do you think he needs to create shorter albums? Or are you fine with this long track listing? It's all about your own needs and what satisfies your ears. Until next time, I don't know what album we're gonna review. Oh, I do know what album we're reviewing next. Iceman, Drake. I'm not reviewing it though. I think we're gonna get Sio because she's, you know what, but that might make it biased though.
Yeah.
We might need to do it together because she's just gonna come in here and say shit is fire. It might not be fire.
Were you both?
No, that's not true.
Or you both independently?
You said what?
Were you both independently?
That might be good.
And then we could edit it like.
We could edit it. Oh, that'd be good. There we go. Next album review, Drake's Iceman. Until next time, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for tuning in. If you're not subscribed to the Patreon, head on over and do that. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube, head on over and do that. We're going to be providing much more content on both platforms to satisfy the exclusivity of AEOE and then the free view for some of y'all. But please, don't be free for too long. We're trying to up this, up it up. Anything else, Joe? We good?
That's it. We're good.
All right. Until next time. Peace.